A leisure centre has been set on fire in the town of Larne in Northern Ireland after its windows were smashed by people wearing masks. It comes after 2 nights of violence in Ballymena, about 20 miles away. Rioting broke out there on Monday after a protest about an alleged sexual assault in the town. The Police Service of Northern Ireland had already requested help from other forces in the wake of the violence, which it described as racist thuggery. Our island correspondent Sarah Gervin reports from Ballymena.
For the 3rd night in a row, Ballymena burned. Police officers came under attack with bottles, bricks and fireworks. In response, they deployed police dogs and water cannon. Baton rounds were also fired. 20 miles away in Larne, fires were set at a leisure centre by young people wearing masks. Extensive smoke damage was caused. The building had provided emergency shelter for families in urgent need following the disturbances in Ballymena, but they're no longer using the centre. The local council said the families have all been safely relocated. Politicians said customers were using the facilities when the attack began.
The swimming club was on, there was classes of yoga, there was a class of women who were doing exercise, and a brick came through one of the windows while they were doing it. It is not in any way acceptable form of protest to attack a leisure centre that is used by everybody. You know, the staff had to barricade themselves and then run out the back door.
The disorder first began on Monday after a peaceful protest over an alleged sexual assault. Police have described the violence of the past few days as racist thuggery targeted at ethnic minorities and police officers. Police Scotland has agreed to send reinforcements after police in Northern Ireland requested support from other forces to help deal with the trouble. 36 police officers have now been injured and 6 arrests made. For now, multiple appeals for calm have gone unheeded. Sarah Gervin, BBC News in Ballymena.
Our correspondent Phil Mackey is also in Ballymena. He gave us more details about what happened overnight.
Well, it seems to have gone on into the early hours, Martine. I was speaking to some Filipino men who live in one of the houses just down there. They said that someone had tried to break in 2 nights ago. Last night that didn't happen, but all the action that you've just seen in Sarah's report was really taking place in that road down there outside their front door. They said barely had 2 hours sleep and they've had to go off to work in a local factory this morning. The incident sort of started again, ramping up at about 9:30 last night when we were here. There were huge crowds where we're standing, families with small children, grandparents with them as well, just kind of standing here watching what was unfolding down there, which is where the police vehicles had lined up, keeping protesters out of properties further down, which is where much of the violence had taken place in previous nights. It appears that the people who are being targeted are more Eastern European. The Filipinos don't seem to have come into attack, but lots of people have put either Union flags or Northern Irish flags in their windows to indicate that they are local people and that they shouldn't come under attack. But it felt quite performative last night. As I say, lots of families gathered around filming it from here. Further up, it was mostly young men wearing hoodies and masks being filmed and sort of taunting the police, but really not going much further than that. And amazingly, when we got here this morning at about sort of 5:45, absolute litter everywhere, still smouldering debris. You can see this road here has been partly, the road surface is partly burnt away. Within half an hour, it all been cleared up. It was a massive clean-up operation, really effective. It's done a very good job so that people here in the Ballymena town can get back to work. But I think the fear is that we might witness similar sights. It's been 3 nights in a row. It could happen for a 4th night tonight. And one of the people who lives down there, who came and spoke to us just about 20 minutes ago, said tensions have been simmering for a long time. This has been a trigger, and the fear is that it's not going to stop soon.
Phil Mackey in Ballymena.